The other thing I know you've written about, Andrew Berry kind of being happy with what they got done in the 2024 NFL draft. And he said that going in, and he said it coming out. It's not only about now, it's about now and the future. Take us through that article.
Yeah, I mean, that was a post summarize. I mean, most time a general manager who makes the picks is going to say he's happy with them. You really don't know for a couple, 3 years. But this particular draft, without a first round pick for the last year of the Watson era of the finalization of that trade, um, you were really drafting with an eye on the future. I like the Zach Zinter pick. Wyatt Teller, Joe Batonio are great guards, but Batonio didn't practice most of last year during the week. He would play on Sunday, but he was kind of banged around, kind of in that Joe Thomas era or stage of his career where Joe Thomas just played every Sunday but didn't practice a whole lot during the week. Um, Batonio's in his 11th year, so he's even went a year further than Thomas did. And Wyatt Teller carries a big contract, and he's near 30. And so I think you have to get a little young. The only backup you had was Michael Dunn. And so by bringing in Zach Zinter, I think you have a plug and play guy. Might not play this year, but we know the way injuries go. I think you could plug him in. He can play center or guard and give you more depth. They'll probably battle Michael Dunn for, that backup, guard spot. And then, like I said, with Thrash, here's a guy who had production in the ACC at Louisville, and I think he could battle, David Bell for a roster spot, at least on the practice squad. Things they like about him, and like I said, all the way around, I think right now you're just looking at depth, and you're going to have battles in camp. So I think he's happy because the only guy that I really think that will play this year would be Michael Hall, and I think they can pick their spots with him. Now, that's not saying that Nathaniel Watson won't get on the field, but I don't think you drafted a linebacker in the 6th round planning on him to come in and play. So most of these guys, they're looking to fill depth for the future and supplement, that spot. Tony Fields in the last year of his rookie contract, so Watson, might be able to fill that spot, going forward. And like I said, with Zinter and, all the way around, you're looking at some guys, and even the 7th round defensive tackle, he could find his way onto the practice squad. And so most of the draft picks usually find a way to stay on the team somehow. But the roster's getting tougher and tougher. I mean, if you look at guaranteed money and so forth, I would say 2/3 or better of the roster is already set. So you're going to have a lot of competition for the back end of that roster.